on. For me, this is evil. This is so evil for me. Like, why are these people still on earth? Like, why are they here? Like, am I the a-hole for divorcing my wife because she lied about her fertility? Juicy. I, male, 38 years, have been with my wife, Natalia F, 37, for 8 years, married for 4 years. Natalia has a daughter from a previous relationship, Kaya, female, 12 years. Kaya's dad left when she was a newborn. We have no idea where he is. I love her as if she were mine. She calls me dad and has a great relationship with me. I told Natalia from the very beginning that I would like to have biological children, and she said she is open to having much kids. After we got married, we bought a nice place and started trying for a baby. After a year, we did some testing. All came back normal. My wife said IVF would be too costly and hard on her body. I was secretly devastated, but I decided to come to terms with the fact that I will never have biological kids. This was until a few days ago when I found out from Natalia's sister that Natalia lied to me. She and her sister got into a fight in our house, and her sister screamed, "At least I don't take pills behind my husband's back and claim I am infertile. Does he know you had an abortion?"
Wow.
I was floored. My wife kicked her sister out and started crying, saying she really didn't want another kid and didn't want to lose me. I can't believe she lied to me instead of talking to me. I just left. I have been staying at my parents' house since then. Natalia begs me to come back, and she says we can try for a baby. Kaya even messaged me to come back. My parents think I should just move on and give her another chance. She made a mistake and she apologized. Am I the a-hole for wanting a divorce for this lie? Added, I live in Canada. I am pro-choice. I do believe women have to control their bodies. Don't lecture me about her rights. But this is a different case. She lied to me. I could now have my baby in my arms. I had no idea she is against having more babies until a few days ago. Abortion happened 1.5 years after the wedding. Yes, my baby. She saw me devastated as upset when she claimed we can't have a baby. I can't believe she lied in my face. This here is juicy, and let's take a moment of silence. Let it marinate in my mind. Let this story marinate in my mind, because what in the hell is this?
It's like really so bad. I feel like, you don't have to have kids if you don't want to have kids, But from the get-go, you knew the guy had an intention of having kids. And he told you want a kid. And he was like, yeah, we're going to try for kids. That is wrong, number one, Number two, you guys got married and then you started taking pee pills or like prevention pills behind his back while you guys are trying to have kids, That's offense number 2, And then offense number 3, you got pregnant, You had an abortion. Of course, your body, your choice, right? But like this man wanted a child from the beginning, and you was like, oh, wanna try to have a baby, and then you got pregnant, and then you had an abortion, and then you didn't tell the guy, Offense number 3, Offense number 4, this guy, you didn't have the guts enough to tell him like, oh, this and this what happened. I got pregnant, but I removed it because I don't want to have a child, blah, blah, blah. You didn't tell any of that, You was arguing with your sister, and then your sister mentioned it to the guy,
No, the guy overheard.
I mean,
the argument.
That's what I mean.
So if they hadn't argued,
the
relationship would have gone. They would have. For me, what is going in my mind is like, how evil can we be as people? I totally understand you have a child, but you're not thinking about this other person, your partner, who would love to have a child, a biological child, and it happened, but you took matters in your hands.
But the thing is, like, you don't have to want to have a baby. My point is, like, you should not have to lie to ember it. You should have been forthcoming from the beginning. Or I already have a kid. I don't want to go through that anymore. If you want to be with me, fine. If you don't want to be with me, fine. Because you cannot be that selfish to be like, oh, I don't want to have a kid, but I don't want to lose you also,
Me, I always say rule number one in any relationship, whether friendship or anything, family or anything, relationship, love, whatever you call it, honesty. So if you cannot be honest with one another, if you keep on, like, you cannot keep on lying, yeah, for example, she lied for how many years? 8 years. You cannot keep on lying. One day, all these things can come out, and then that is why they're in this situation. I honestly don't think the man is the a-hole for wanting a divorce. He is so valid. He's still young. He still has time to get another wife and get his dream of having children.
And like for me, even like she's like saying the man can come back to her, But for me, I feel like that trust, it was like so big, and the lies went on for so long. I don't know how I'll be able to move past that, if I was in that man's shoes, So like even if you'd be like, oh, oh, now I want to have a baby because I want to have it back, I'll be like, that's not honest, You don't really want it, And if you're going to have a baby, you might have like so much resentment towards me or the baby, that it wouldn't be healthy for us both,
Yeah. And how do you know that, oh, she's going to keep her word if she lied to you once?
Exactly,
And you have no way to, you're going to check, oh, is she not taking the pill? Is she not taking the pill? Or whatever prevention she's taking. You have no way to control that.
You don't.
Because it's her body. Even when she gets pregnant, she's the first one to know, oh, I'm pregnant. Yeah. And then she will come and communicate to you. So if they don't have all this, it's easy. That's why she did the first abortion in the first place, that she was able to hide that everything and then went straight for an abortion.
I feel like it's really so bad, man. I feel so sad for this guy, actually.
I honestly feel so bad.
Because
like, usually it's the other way around.
And he's like so nice to the extent, like he's even asking, am I wrong for wanting a divorce? I don't think you're wrong, I think it's like totally like within his right, because he was like betrayed, and not just for like 1-2 weeks, for years upon years, he was betrayed, and then like she had an abortion without him knowing everything, and all along she'd make him to feel like, oh, you're crazy, that we can have kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I also like that he mentioned that he's aware of the women, like the women's body, their right, their choice, but once you come into a marriage, you talk about someone is once and someone else is once, and then the fact that she knew
from the beginning,
before she entered this commitment,
and she said
knew.
yes also,
and then she agreed to it because that's why they went to the fertility doctor. The fact that she did that and still went on, for me, this is evil. This is so evil for me. Like why are these people still on earth? Like why are they here, like disturbing the boy child? I still continue, like,
yeah. But I feel like the guy is not the a-hole, I feel like
he isn't.
It's like within his right to want to divorce, and I hope like he will go ahead of it now. But let's check out the comments, see what people are saying. I'm like really so spent, or like excited to see,
Not the a-hole, them. That's some effed up dishonesty. I totally agree.
Like you cannot be that it's dishonest.
Listen, this person like literally just took what I was saying. My jaw physically dropped. I gasped too. She was never going to tell him. If it wasn't for her sister to spill the truth, he would probably never have known. It's messed up.
And I feel like he was so lucky to the extent, like now it's like still not too late for him to go and like have a kid and like have the family you want, It's not wrong for you to not want kids, It's not wrong for you to want kids, But the thing is, like, if you both talk about it and you both agree to it, at least you should like honor that promise, But if you don't want to, if they don't want to have kids, you would have been honest with the guy from the get-go. Be like, hey, my friend, like, I'm sorry, but I don't want kids,
Marriage is built on trust. She betrayed that and aborted your child. OP, the original poster, without letting you know at the time, her choice, but she took away your choice to not live. She knew how you felt and betrayed you for years. She only upset because she was found out. She will very likely pull the infertile excuse again. It really sucks for you and her daughter in this. You, because of the betrayal. The daughter, because her mom's choice to be a liar has now cost her her dad.
That's
because
so sad,
the daughter,
yeah.
we even haven't thought about that.
And she don't even know, and for her, that's the only that she know, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully, he will be able to stay in the child's life, but with courts the way they are, he might not get visitation and only get forced to pay child support, which would be an utter gut punch considering the situation. Here is the thing to think on now. At 37, she still has a chance to have biological kids, but the chances are definitely lower and the risks are now higher, both for her and her baby. If you do manage to conceive at this point, how bitter will your wife become?
Exactly what I was saying, you know, because like at this stage, you know, she could like probably hit the guy and like hit, probably even in the worst case even hit the baby, you know.
Yeah. And how soon afterwards would she then become the one to instigate a divorce? It's best to forgive and move on instead of forgive and return into the situation. The level of trust she broke is something that will never be able to be repaired. She knew how much you wanted a child and she aborted it. Again, her choice. But she also lied and never gave you a chance to have what you wanted. Which her not wanting more kids is her choice, and it's completely an okay one to have.
Yes.
The issue is her lying about it and basically trapping you in a shame of a marriage.
Wow. This is like the best comment ever I've ever seen.
Yes. That's why it was interesting. This was not a mistake. This was a planned out choice. I thought about this, Musa. I was like, this person went into marriage planned. As for your parents saying forgive, they say that they said otherwise. Get a lawyer, expect to pay child support as you have been Kaya's dad, and with that ensure you stay in the child's life and get full visitation. Then go find a woman that won't build your house on lies. The fact that he thinks about the relationship, about the other daughter, because she came into the life when the girl was young, and it's the only dad they know and everything. And I don't think, maybe the daughter knows the whole story of her dad, but some parents choose not to tell them, so like the kids can grow and they just be like, oh, this is the only man I know in my life and everything.
He is the only man she know. Of course, she know like he's not her biological father, but he is the only man she knows as that, because the original dad or like the biological dad have been away since she was 1 year old, you know. I
hope he honestly holds contact and stays in the child's life.
But that will be up to the mother, in a way, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like up to her, you know. Maybe she'll become bitter.
But if they sign anything for him to be the dad, then it's the guy say, like, you have to go in through the lawyers.
Yeah.
Because it is official, like, in a way.
But it's like really so sad though. Like
I don't know, can you unadapt?
But I don't think
can you reverse?
Actually, you know? I don't
no, but if you're not the biological dad, the only way to become a dad to that person, it's through adoption.
No.
It's not?
It's not. Like, for example, like if you're not a biological dad, you know, and then the mom give birth, you go and sign a name on the paper at the hospital, you know, as the dad, you still have the responsibility as the father, you know. I don't know if that's how it works in Norway here, but in the US, if you sign a name on a birth certificate, technically, you have all the responsibility as the dad, you know, even though you're not the biological father, you know.
Oh.
But this girl, she was already 1 year old when they met, so I'm guessing, I don't know. But like they didn't mention anything about that, you know. But whatever the case is, you know, I still feel like it's still.
Am I wrong to not want someone who hates me around my child? I have a huge problematic history with my sister-in-law, yeah. We haven't spoke in almost 2 years, and I found out she's been asking relatives to give them photos of my child. I reached out to her to let her know I'm pretty uncomfortable with this, considering she hates me. This woman child used to take her food and sit on the couch at family dinners. She can't even look at me. She sees red if I'm 15 feet away from her.
I'm gonna have like a really unpopular opinion for this one, but continue reading, you know.
Anyways, I told her if she wants to know about our son, she needs to reach out to the parents. She just replies with, I don't have to like you. Don't blame the child for the past. He's still my nephew. I can tell she wants to argue, so I don't take the bait. I told her she is welcome to meet my son. I would love for him to have a relationship with his relatives. She says, thanks for offering. I honestly don't even know what she was thinking. Did she think she will try to sneak around to get to my son? Why does she want a relationship with a child when she wants nothing to do with the parents? I have asked everyone to not give her any photos and to redirect her to me. I feel like she's just looking for drama and doesn't really care about my son. I also don't think my child should be around someone who openly hates me.
Let me hear your opinion first now.
First, she is open. This lady writing, she's open for the son to have a relationship with the sister-in-law. But the problem this lady has is the sister-in-law going her back, asking other people for the pictures and everything.
Wait, who other people? You mean like other families?
Other family relatives. But she also said, I caught, like, why would the sister-in-law want to have a relationship with their son when she wants nothing to do with the parents?
The mom of this kid is kind of like using this kid against this lady because they have a feud and they don't like each other, you know. And she's like, since I know that you like my kid, I'm gonna like take him away from you, you know. Because, you know, like she and the lady, they don't have this vibe to like talk, you know. Because if they had a relationship, you know, this lady would have gone through her to come and get to the kids, right? But since you know, like they have this feud, so the lady, if she want to like see her nephew, she have to go through the families to see the nephew. So that's why the lady's like, nope, you don't have to go through the family, you know, you have to come to me. And she knows this lady wouldn't do that, you know, to come to her to go and see the kid, you know. So I feel like in a way, this lady is kind of like...
she's wrong?
I feel like she's kind of like using the kid in a way to get back at that sister, at the sister-in-law, you know. Imagine my nephews, you know. If I go and ask like somebody in my family, you know, send me like this person picture, you know. That shouldn't be a big deal, baby, you know. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if you have a relative, right? But then that relative have a kid. I know the kid, and then I like the kid. But then me and that relative, we're not that close, you know. But I have another person in your family that I'm really close to, you know. And I ask that person to send me a picture of the nephew, you know. Would that be wrong, you know, to do, you know? If I don't talk to that relative often, but then I have another person that I have a closer relationship with, you know. I feel like she uses like the kid to get back at this person, you know.
One thing I'm confused about, okay, if she says, oh, I'm waiting for my son to have a relationship with the person, but then the other person who wants to have the relationship cannot stand to be in front of you. So she knows that is impossible.
So that is exactly my point. So she's being like a gatekeeper, you know? You know what I mean? Oh, nobody comes to my son except you have to pass through me first, you know? And it's not supposed to be like that, you know? But maybe it's like because like for me...
But
like
where is the dad in all this?
Exactly, you know?
Where is the husband?
The sister-in-law, if she have like ill intent towards the kid, you know? That's like a totally different case, babe. But if it's just like, oh, my nephew, I like my nephew, Jamila, I don't think you guys' problems should extend to the kid, you know?
Because one thing this lady, the original poster, she's not thinking about how this is going to affect the kid in the future. Because the kid, because, you know, I'm so sure the other lady also has children, and the kid has to get to know the cousins and everything. The kid might resent the mother for not having let him get in contact with or get a relationship with the cousins and all those different things.
Yes.
And for me, I honestly feel like when it comes to such things, when it comes with children involved, let's do what's best for the children. Put aside all your emotions and everything and do what's best for the children.
And I feel like...
in this situation, what is best for this child is to know their relatives.
And I also feel like even by her allowing that sister-in-law to have like a relationship with the kid, you know, maybe in doing so, it might even mend their own relationship, you know.
Who knows?
Because, like, I get the point, like, if it was, like, somebody else who's not family, you know, and you'd be like, oh, this person hit me, you don't want that person around your kid, I mean, like, you know. But that person's, like, literally, like, the kid is, like, literally, like, a nephew to your sister-in-law, you know. If it's, like, you guys' relations are really, really so bad, you know, that you cannot see each other, you know, then maybe you guys should fix your relationship, so like you guys can have like a normal relationship with the kids,
Or
If it's
let
like really
the
that
father,
bad,
let the father, like, if the boy has to go, the child has to go to see the relatives, let the father drop him and pick him.
So like what if
You don't have to be involved.
exactly,
But she also claims like, oh, I don't want my child around someone who hates me. This is not about the child.
That's what I'm saying.
You.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like she's using the child like a shield in a way, because
Which
like
is wrong.
What if
She is wrong.
If the dad want to take the child to his sister, does he have to like come and get permission from you before you take the child to his sister, Because like nobody can see your child except they come to you, the parent. Comments.
Okay, the first comment says, treat her like she's a scammer, block and ignore. Can't even imagine letting someone who hates me, let alone a relative-in-law, see my daughter. Keep that BS far, far away.
This is like difference in culture, right? Maybe this person, I don't know where they are from, but probably most likely they are from the US, Maybe for them it's like quite normal, But like in an African setting, in African culture, this will not pass, Like the family unit is more tight. It's like more close. It's like
it's like literally my cousins are my sisters and brothers. These are children to my uncles and my aunties. The tie, like you say, I totally 100% agree with you. These are my sisters, these are my brothers. That is like a nuclear family, and I feel like they are the best people you can ever have, because it's like someone you share blood, but you have different families, but you can talk about the same things and relate to the same things. You go to the family meetings.
For example, what we even call cousins, like maybe people I call my cousin, they're technically not my cousin, they are like my mom friends. children. I call cousins,
I totally agree.
So like for me, like my cousins, I see them like my siblings, Honestly speaking, it is that, like I'm a Fulani, like even in the Fulani culture, like when you say like when I see like my auntie have a son who's older than me, I call him Koto, Like
big brother.
It means like big brother, literally, So like it doesn't make sense for me to be like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna talk to you because like my mom doesn't like your mom, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird, but I feel like it's different in culture actually, But it's weird.
If I'm gonna look into like in my family dynamic what I've experienced from before, honestly, even if those people have problems, the cousins always made sure like there is no way you can. That bond is a bond that you cannot even like separate.
Do you know why? Because our parents don't try to mix the kids in their problem, It's not like they don't fight,
Thank you.
But like they know, like for example, like if my mom fight with her sister, for example, she know like she's not gonna like stop me from seeing my auntie, She'll be like, even if my auntie come, they might not even talk to each other, But my auntie will come and see her son,
Yeah, because let me give you a scenario. Like in my family, we usually do the family gatherings. We go to the village and then you do the family gathering. So when we are at these family gatherings and they are like, oh, all the grandchildren for this grandfather come here. So I'm like, what am I going to be doing? Like I have to watch out who I'm sitting next to and who I'm talking to and everything. Like for me, this is BS.
It's BS.
Anyone who breaks this boundary will be given the same treatment until trust is re-established, if ever.
But I'm kind of like saying their point, what they're saying, like she's not wrong, because for them, according to them,
it's a culture difference.
They are assuming like that sister-in-law will not see that kid as their own, so they might harm the kid, But I'm like guessing in most African settings, no matter the problem, I'm like, like for example, my dad, right? I know like if something happened to my dad if I was young, right? I know like his brother would take care of me like I was their own kid,
Yeah, like I'm so sure every African home has raised a child that they are not their own. They don't have official on a paper, but because it's a brother's child or something like that, they are in their home.
So I kind of like see it from their own perspective because we are lucky to be living now, right? So we kind of like see both worlds, So I kind of know like from like maybe the Western culture perspective, they'll be like, this doesn't work for me,
And also,
if you don't like me, don't come to you are not seeing my child, blah, blah, because I don't trust you,
When it comes to how we see family, how we define family in the Western setting and in the African setting, it's totally two different perspectives.
Yes.
Given that, for example, in our cultures, the grandparents can take care of the children.
Yeah.
For example, whereas here you have to schedule. to take your child to the grandparents.
And like in the West, like a family technically is considered to be you, your kids, and your partner, you know.
Yeah. So like for example, now this is my family.
Yes. So technically, that's what is considered family, you know. Because even like the parents, when they start to get old, you know, they're gonna be in the nursing home, you know. They might not live with you; they will go and live in their apartment by themselves, you know. So it's like it's not the same dynamic, you know. But for us, it's like totally different. So maybe that's what we're gonna like agree. Like she is a bit wrong for trying to use the child, you know.
But a lot of people are saying that she is not wrong.
Yes.
So that's why we are giving this perspective that for us, we think, we don't say like, oh, she is wrong because it's a discussable point for the case of the child, that we want the best for the child. When it comes to their issues, the other lady is also not, it's not okay she talked to her like that.
Exactly, you know. So like, because it doesn't make sense for you to not like the wife of your brother, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what have you done to you where you don't hate her that much, you know?
Yeah. Or if there is anything, talk. Why don't people talk? Why don't people communicate and talk out things?
So like,
you don't have to be like, oh, I agree with everything you say. You can agree to disagree and do it for the best of the children.
And for me, the worst part, I feel like the child is just crossing the cross. The child is just caught in the crossfire, you know. Because in this case, he is the victim, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the field from the auntie and the field from the mom is like affecting him, you know. You know. But most people, I don't think they get that, you know. But I feel like that's the problem. Go for hating on my girlfriend after she's insisted on not telling them I'm her boyfriend.
Ooh.
The drama alert. My girlfriend and I have been official for a few weeks now. She hasn't introduced me to her friend group yet, which I didn't think of at first. We were all set to hang out, but before that, my girlfriend said to me not to mention we were together. I asked why. She said because she wasn't ready for it. For that night, I was okay with it. Afterwards, I told my girlfriend I felt like crap and that I wanted to be seen as her boyfriend. She said not to worry, that she will be ready soon.
But this is a few weeks we are talking about.
Yeah, okay. A few weeks. But the second time she asked me not to mention it again, I was annoyed, but I agreed not to say anything. During that second time, I overheard one of her friends ask her if there was anything going on between us. She said, I was just a friend. I was hurt, to be honest. I knew what I agreed to, but I heard her say it. Later that night, one of her friends approached me and started hating on me and asked me if I was into my girlfriend. I lied and said we were just friends. So, you know, like her friends thought he was just a friend to the girlfriend, you know?
Yeah, so
are you into her? Now we are just friends, you know? That's crazy. We spent the next 2 hours talking and lightly flirting. I didn't kiss or anything like that, but I did playfully shove her. I wasn't planning some revenge on my girlfriend or anything, but it felt nice to have someone flirt with me. My girlfriend was pissed. She said that I crossed a line with a friend. I told her we're just having fun and nothing happened. We got into a fight and now I'm feeling confused. Now if I should apologize or not.
What's wrong with the girl child? What is wrong with the female creature? Like, for me, this is like, if you tell someone you're not ready to be exclusive with them, then that means that you are open for them, whatever they're doing.
No, I think they are exclusive, but the girl doesn't want to tell the friends yet about the relationship, no.
Why?
Maybe she's not sure yet, you know. I'm not trying to defend her. I feel like it doesn't make sense actually, you know. But I kind of see her point a little bit, you know.
If it's social media, I totally understand. But my friend group, like my closest friends, Musa, like literally they're the first people I will tell if someone flirts with me. So like for me, anyway, I don't know. But for me this feel...
That was like so Ugandan. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't like such people.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, I don't like such people because for me this is showing a sign of toxicity. Because you cannot tell me that, like, let me give you like real life, like, oh, you're dating me, you know, like everything is okay with me. It's either you embarrassed to say that I'm your boyfriend or something like that, which it shouldn't be if you're bringing me to your friends, or you have another boyfriend
That she don't want the friends to
that
know
she
about
don't
it.
want the friends to know about, and you are just a friend.
Or maybe she have like a so unrealistic expectation also, you know. Maybe she's like those people like judge other people boyfriend. Oh yeah, dating this one, you know. Oh yeah, doing this one with this one. But then now she's like probably think like this guy she's dating now is not up there to that standard. So she feel like kind of ashamed of him, you know. But either way, it's not good, you know. Because my thing is like if you want to date somebody, you know, you should be brave enough to tell people like you guys are together, you know. At least your friends. You know? I'm not saying go to your mom or your dad, you know, after the first week.
Not your mom,
but
not
your
your
friends,
dad, not
like
the social media. Your friends.
Yeah, they should know, you know.
They should know, because if she's not telling the friends, who else knows that they're in a relationship? Just the boyfriend knows that they are in a relationship.
But imagine if the role was reversed, you know. Imagine it was the guy hiding her, you know. People would have said this guy's like so toxic, you know. This guy doesn't like you, blah blah blah, you know. You know what I mean?
That's why I started my statement with what's wrong with a girl child. Like, don't get me wrong, I am a girl child supporter. Yes, we go women and everything, but the same things we don't want men to do to us, we have to be conscious and not do the same thing to men.
Let's go and check out the comments, what people are saying, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like this one is like, it seems so weird for me, you know? Like, because if I want to hide you, then probably I don't want to be with you, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at it like this first comment, you know? I can think of a few reasons why your girlfriend will hide the relationship. None of them are good for you.
Thank you.
Reason number 1, she's embarrassed of you. Reason number 2, she's not serious about the relationship. Reason number 3, she wants to be able to meet guys while hanging out with her friends and no one will question her about it.
Exactly the same 3 things I mentioned to you.
That's weird. And like this person ended the comment by saying, dump her and get with the friends. Not the a-hole.
I also feel like he's not the a-hole.
I don't think so. I feel like, you know, like some people that are like really so nice, you know? Because like me, if you invite me like with your friends, right? And then you tell me like pretend like I'm your friend. If the first time I'm in a situation and you just like bring that to me, you know, while I'm there, it's okay, you know, I will like pretend. But if you would have told me beforehand, I would tell you like I'm not gonna go, you know? And then after that happened the first time, then the second time you invite me to go and hang out with your friends again, I'm like, I'll be like, if you don't tell them, I'm not gonna go with you, you know, because I don't want to like have to lie to people, you know, about things that doesn't make sense for me to lie about, you know.
Because like, if you really love this person and you have a very healthy relationship and everything, even if it's just, honestly, like when it comes to timeline, for me, I feel like you could meet someone for 2-3 days, 1 week, and they mean a lot, they get to mean a lot to you than someone you've been with like 2-3 years. Because people really have good intentions towards some, or like people have not like good intentions, but some people are that good and so pure with their souls that they want to give the best and put the best into a relationship.
You need time to get to know people, right? But if you're gonna reach to the point where you're gonna call it like officially, he's my boyfriend or she's my girlfriend, you know, you should already like know enough that person, like, oh, I want to be with them, you know, or I can be with them, you know. So if you feel like, oh, you like still not sure, you know, you have like doubts, you have uncertainties, you know, then maybe that's a good sign for you guys shouldn't be together in the first place, you know. So like, why should you drag around and waste each other's time, you know? Because like, bro, if I cannot be proud of you around my friends, you know, then what's the point of us being together, you know? I don't see no reason, you know. But let's check this other comment out. Bro, go for the girl who flirt with you in public. That means she will hold your hands in public, kiss you in public, and be with you and treat you like you deserve to be treated, and leave the girl who thinks that you are somebody to stay in the closet. Respect yourself. Also, this will probably be enjoyed unconsciously because she, TA, I don't know what's the meaning of TA, you know.
The asshole.
Oh, yeah.
The guy is the asshole.
Yeah. So
But
like
yeah.
I kind of agree, you know, because like you want to be somebody who's proud of you, you know, like you want to be somebody who like to be like, oh, you know, that's my girl, you know what I mean? Because like
Everybody wants someone who loves to show them off.
I'm not a big fan of like public display of emotions and stuff like that, you know. I don't really like it, you know. But to go and hide you, you know, to tell my friends like, oh, we are not together, you know, that's like next level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's crazy, you know. Do we see one more comment?
Yeah.
Finally, I have a word for what my first serious romantic partner did to me. Find someone that wants everyone to know you are with them. Dude, that is fucking hilarious. She had that coming. The literal only reason I can think of not wanting to let people know is because she's looking to other guys too. I would present a point of view to her, but you sure you want to do this? Not the a-hole, but mostly because she was first. I kind of like agree with everybody saying what everybody else saying, and we kind of like saying the same things also. If like somebody want to hide you, then I think like you should not be with them. So like for me, my final verdict, he is not the a-hole.
Me too.
Not the a-hole. This girl, she need to like put her life together.
Yeah, either end the relationship and not waste the guy's time, and he continues with the new friend. That can be juicy after if they get together. Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna break up the whole friend group. Their friend groups.
It doesn't, honestly, like, if for me, I don't know, that is another story for another day, but yeah.